be to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, Rakaha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. As always, man, we come in the name of Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, Rakaha Kadash. Once again, Yahawah equals He is, He exists. That's the Father's true name. Yahawashi equals He saves, He delivers. That's the Son's true name. And Rakaha Kadash equals a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. All right. So that's the name of the Holy Spirit. Now, well, that's how you say Holy Spirit in Paleo Hebrew, Lashawan Kadash. Okay, because that's what we're speaking in when we call upon our power, when we go forth, and praise and give honor and reverence to our power. All right, Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. Now, man, I'm just leaving the sprouts, right? Getting the little things, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm seeing, I guess at this hour, it's 12, around 12:30, okay? And it's hella nurses, massive amounts of nurses walking in. And I see them, some of them, I see them just passing by. And what they got is a Chick-fil-A, And if you know anything about Chick-fil-A, man, that's extremely detrimental to your health. That's the worst type of chicken you can eat. Okay, beyond, above the Popeyes, above the KFC, right? It's up there at the top of worst fast food joints. It's KFC, McDonald's, and Chick-fil-A. All right, due to the chemicals and the stuff that's the ingredients that's put into this food. So this lesson will be entitled "A Mass Darkness Upon the Earth," because the ones that you would think a nurse would have enough understanding to actually know something about her body, but no. This place is full of ignorance, it's full of arrogance, it's full of folly, right? It's full of deception, okay? So the education system is never designed to teach you anything to help you. It's really to hinder you, right? To keep you in a chattel slavery type mindset, right? So this is Jeremiah 13:16. Give glory to Yahawah your power, before he caused darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. And while ye look for light, he turn it into the shadow of death, and make it gross darkness. That's what he's done to our people, because they don't want to give reverence and honor to him. So he's, before these dark mountains, these governments, these places, he's destroyed them. He's brought them low. All right? He's brought them down. He's making you look foolish in front of these other nations, man. Okay? Because why? Because you don't show honor to him. You don't give reverence to him. You don't care about him. All you do is care about is yourself. And you align and you rock with Esau. So Esau's ways is wickedness. What is your ways going to be? Right? What does Esau push out? You're going to take on the ways of the kingdom that you're residing in if you're a weak-minded individual. Okay? Verse 17. But if ye will not hear it, my soul shall weep in secret places for your pride, and my eyes shall weep sore and run down with tears, because Yahawah's flock is carried away captive. He wanted to help us. He wanted to save us. He wanted to redeem us, wanted to get us right. But we continuously go off. Our people continuously go off. Still to this day. Okay? So the flock is carried away and captive. Look at our people today. We're trying to wake our people up, and they still want to be carried away captive. They still want to be in a position of captivity. Okay? It's okay because I got this, I got that, I got a house, I got a job. Yeah, but you're still under captivity. Don't you understand that? Esau has put such a Stockholm syndrome on them where they can't even see a dimension where we're ruling. They can't even fathom them being on top. This is for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called. Can you even picture yourself in a rulership position? You ask yourself that question right now, man. Can you picture yourself in a rulership position? Look, it was 6 people on this live. Now it's 2. Because most of our people can't. They can't. You can't see yourself in a kingdom with a crown with dominion, with servants. You tell an average Jake that you're going to have slaves and servants, he goes, that's wrong, brother. But look at your ass right now. Aren't you a servant? Aren't you a slave? Aren't you an employee? Aren't you being employed? Isn't it a YT man over you? No, I got my own business, brother. Who you paying taxes to? Business tax, property tax. Okay? Who you paying taxes to? On your car, you paying taxes. You got to pay registration taxes. Right? Just a white man doing that to you, you don't think that's wrong. Right? You just going with the flow. You can't put yourself in that rulership position because you have Stockholm syndrome. You've been a prisoner so long, you forgot that you was a prisoner. And that's that gross darkness that we're talking about. That's that mass darkness upon the planet. All right? Verse 18, say unto the king and to the queen, humble yourselves, sit down, for your principalities shall come down, even the crown of your glory. The cities of the south shall be shut up, and none shall open them. Judah shall be carried away captive, all of it shall be wholly carried away captive. Once again, because our disobedience, because we neglected and rejected Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. We didn't care for him, you know? So that gross darkness, let's go to Isaiah 60, that gross darkness is upon the earth. This is Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahawah is risen upon thee. Who's the light of the world? Yahawashi first. And then he makes us the light of the world. Right? We are the light of the world. We are the salt. But if the salt lost its savor, you know, you supposed to, I'm looking at, I was going to do a lesson on it, maybe not, but the video game industry is trash, man. Used to be kind of fun, right? Back in the early 2000s, used to have, you know, hey, these companies, they used to actually put time and effort into these video games where it would be entertaining, you know what I'm saying, to some point, some form and fashion. But now, that's back when like 2K was actually good. Now 2K is just copy and paste. It's trash. You know, I ain't played 2K since like 22. Yeah, I think 20. I used to play 22. Yeah, like it's trash now. It's weak. You know, and now I ain't played it heavy since like 18, 19. You know, so it's a decline because what has been used, the copy and paste, repeat, they gonna buy it just off the name. This is what happens with artists. You just off your name. Yeah, like Drake. You look at Drake. He made okay music in the beginning. You know, hey, better when he sing than when he rap, right? But now this shit is ass. You just going off your name. You not. It's no more passion in any of this. That these people, you know what I'm saying? So ain't no more good movies. It's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So the salt is done. And yeah, these people in the world, we understand that. But even in that, this is trash. Who's your so-called best rapper? Kendrick or J. Cole? They don't got the same fire that they used to have. So this place is passing away. All the subjects in it, everything that so-called made America great or whatever, this shit is passing away. All right? That's why, hey, the elder said it, you know, Elder Yasharahla said it, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? You looking in the 90s for nostalgia. You looking back for that, right? I go back and listen to some Aaliyah or listen to the 90s music, you know, for that nostalgia, all right? Because this shit that's out now ain't nothing. And it's showing you that this place is in decline. Everything I just said right there, you can summarize it by saying decline. It's all declining. Going back forth towards the video game industry, where you got these indie titles where they don't have a big budget, but they're better than a AAA title because it's more passion put into it. You know, they're not a larger company, but they're putting more into it. All right. Verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahawah shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Because and let's look at it in multiple different directions. Commercial. When stuff becomes commercial, all right, such as the music, such as the video games, such as the art, all right, all this, when it becomes commercial and there's no passion in it, they're just using it to sell and to make a dollar because the name is built up. So you know if you put out a product, it's going to sell regardless if it's of quality and substance. It doesn't matter. That's the mindset of your Edomite. They giving you Tylenol because the name. It don't matter about the substance and the quality. Yeah, it's gonna fuck up your liver, but it don't matter though. It's because what do simple ass Americans respect? They respect a name. They don't respect quality and substance. This is why, man, I used to get Tom's toothpaste, but a brother brought it out. Now Tom's was bought by a wicked ass company. Okay, so now that toothpaste is no longer being preserved the proper way, in the correct way. So don't use that toothpaste. Even though it still got on the label anti-fluoride, fluoride free, right? Et cetera, but the chemical, the recipe has been changed and it's not as good for you how it used to be. So I'm getting another toothpaste now. This is why everything that could be, good for you, Esau comes through, buys, takes over, manipulates, and changes the formula. What with the vinegar? Bill killed Bates, right? He came and bought the vinegar. I believe it was the Glass House or the White House or whatever. It's either that one or it's the other one. I have to look into it more, but I know it's one of those vinegars he came and bought, and he changed it around. Now it used to be okay, but now it's messed up. He tainted it. So for you people that y'all want to hold on to America, no, bro. Everything is going to be changed around. Everything is going to be destroyed. Before that, everything is coming through and being bought up. My favorite little natural stores I used to go to, Whole Wheatery, it got bought up by this place called Lassen's. All right? And they not that bad because they ain't changed too much, but they changed certain things. So boom, that's done away with. I used to go to this spot on the boulevard called Solistic. They came and changed that up. So it's not healthy no more. It's different. They making like smoothies, and I mean, it's still got a health tip, but it ain't how it used to be. What else? Another spot got bought up. I don't know, but I remember it was just a time period where I was seeing it through the spirit. Like, yo, all this stuff is getting bought up by Edomites, by different companies, and they're changing it. Where it used to be like, damn, just a little piece of peace. But that peace is being took away. And that's what I'm talking about with that gross darkness coming in. It's just ignorance will compass this place. Every angle, every corner of the earth, man. All right? Because that's what Esau brings. He brings in death. If something out here is giving life and it's light and it's shining, it's going to be took away and shut away. The only thing that's going to remain is the prophets, and the truth. All right? And even in that point, Amos 8 and 11, that's going to be put away. Right? Esau has a point in time to come and to set up shop. Right? And then, hey, that enterprise got to be took down. So this man got to set up. Let him set up. Right? He about to speak in the mic. He about to eat his food, as it says in the book of Job. But snatch the mic away from his ass. Snatch the plate away from his ass. Right? For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahawah shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Let's get light of the world, because that's what we are. This is Matthew 5, and I'll start at 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? Let's look at NFL, NBA. Used to be solid. Used to actually be competitive. Now, it's scripted. That's all it is now. It's scripted. Ain't nobody really playing. Everything is scripted, man. This is how, and it's weak. This is how LeBron James' son can get in the industry and the nigga's trash. Okay, like, come on, man. You really beat out these other college players. That's nice. You know, look at that boy. What's that boy? I've been seeing highlights. Some dude named Cooper. You know, he light bright. He look YT, but he a Jake. The way he dunking and yanking on it, he a Jake. All right. So he doing his thing. He going in. But if that's not to the script, it's gonna be shut down. If you look into the NBA players have said this, NFL players too. They fake injuries. They fake injuries. They take times off so a team can tank. All right, or it's according to a script. Hey, you can't be this good. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know, you got to let this team win. They supposed to win this year. You got to let them win. Don't touch him. Don't do this. All right, the refs is in on it. You know, call this play. Even going back to Jordan. Jordan was nice, but you had what you call phantom fouls. You couldn't really touch him, and players used to make jokes about it. So it's all rigged. It's all set up. It's all gladiator games, man. Bread and circus to keep majority of the population distracted, right? Because majority of the population is in that gross darkness, caught up in all of this. They're caught up in the ignorance. Just how I was saying with the nurses eating the Chick-fil-A, they don't know it's destroying their body. They supposed to be a health wise. They supposed to be up on their health, but they don't understand. These people don't understand. That's why I can't see. Hey, a woman is a woman, you know, whatever. But desiring these women, especially when you see the way they live, I can't desire these women, man. You know, the way they live, cause she eating all this, and then she got all these damn parasites in her. You go in her, you start getting all this in you, cause it's transmitted. You know, or you know she loosey goosey, and you start fucking with her, you get a STI, STD. All right, because you wanted to get, you know what I'm saying? The way that these women live, majority of them, is disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. The way they eat is disgusting. Their hygiene is disgusting. All right? She tank on all this makeup, and now she thinks she cute. Now she thinks she beautiful. Artificial ain't never been beautiful, man. Okay? And then going back to speaking on the nostalgia of the 90s, what happened to natural hair, natural faces? What happened to natural bodies? Right? That shit is faded away. It's gross darkness. So that darkness is touching every aspect of life. Every aspect of life. Stuff that you used to hold dear. You know? It's not there no more. The feelings. Wax and cold. The love for many. Because that's what it is. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So it's no more feelings. It's no more consideration and compassion. Even in Jake. Israelites, you're supposed to be naturally compassionate. But that ain't even there no more. Jake is like, Jake moving like a devil. Jake moving like Esau. Alright? So that darkness is compassing this earth, man. The more, the quicker and the faster we get to this beast system being fully implemented, what comes with that is that image, which is the likeness, the ways. What's the ways of the devil? Deceit, death, folly, foolishness, ignorance, arrogance, pride, proudness. These are the ways of the devil, right? Every single law, commandment, and statute broken. These are the ways of the devil. So that image, you know, that's gonna surround, and it's already here, like shit. You know what I'm saying? Look around, bro. Look around. Look around. What do you see in every grocery store, every Walmart right now? What do you see? Walk in. What's something everybody sees right now? Valentine's Day candy. Valentine's Day, right? All right. That simp spirit is all around, man. So it's the image, it's the ways. And most of our people are aligning with this devil. But we are what? Verse 14. Matter of fact, let's do 13 again. I didn't finish it. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing. How you an Israelite, but you good for nothing now? That's crazy. Your position, your inheritance is to be a king. Going back to that, can you see yourself with a crown, with a dominion, with a land, with servants over here, over there, serving you, coming to your beck and call? Can you see yourself with that? You can't. That's what most of our people can't see, because they caught up in this mindset. They've been desensitized. They've been brainwashed to being an employee where they think that's it. That's all I could be. That's forever. That's what I'm going to be. That's my life. Work, go to work, slave, and die. And my kids got to repeat. That's it. They don't see the light, because Yahawashi is not there. Jesus don't give you that light, man. What do you get with Jesus? You what? He don't give you that light. You don't never know that you're gonna live forever. You don't never know that you're gonna rule over these nations, because you don't never open the Bible. It is thenceforth good for nothing. Esau wants to make you a good for nothing Israelite. He wants to put that stronghold up to block you from who you truly are. Once he does that to you, he got you. Because what is that going to do? That's going to spread to your kids. It's going to spread to your wife. It's going to spread to your household. Boom. These are silly women laden in with sins, basically destroying households. He uses Israelites to do this as well. You know, you get, look at the IUI, you know, just to pick on them in a sense, but IUIC, man. You got dudes over there wearing dreads, thinking it's our customs. I got to do a lesson on this, on dreads, right? Because I found a little video. The more you wear dreads, bro, it pulls your hairline back. Even the simple action of cutting your hair in the sense of getting lineups, you know? All right, all you doing is putting your hairline back. If you let your hair grow the right way, the correct way, you know, and trimming and all that, not doing no lineup, your hair, my lineup like came naturally back to where it's supposed to, like, it's straight. All right? How it's naturally supposed to be. It ain't gonna be, you want it to be Chris, or you want to have that Steve Harvey, that Steve Harvey, huh? You want to have that Drake, that Chris lineup. Life ain't Chris, bro. We not perfect. All of our bodies is not perfect. Shit ain't really aligned. One eye be bigger than the other. Okay? Like the one ear be like, these are not perfect bodies. So for you Israelites out here trying to make stuff perfect in a body that's corruptible, it ain't never gonna work. You know? It's going back to you trying to, you giving yourself an illusion. All right, good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men. So you're brought low. You're aligning. You taking counsel of another. Let's get that. Taking counsel, not my spirit. What's that? Isaiah. What is that? I know that's Isaiah something. They take counsel with another spirit that's not my spirit. 1 second. Or maybe it's not. Or not of me. Not of me. Yeah. The water Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahawah, they take counsel, but not of me. Who you listening to? Where's you getting the truth from? Right? You watching these seminars, you watching all this BS that Esau is spewing up, you know? And that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That's not a strong tower. That's an artificial tower, right? Looking at it in a physical sense, those bunkers, that's an artificial, that's fake. That's not gonna protect you. Yeah, they market it to you where this can survive a nuclear attack. Okay. Oh, it's built 3 miles under the earth, 10 miles under the earth. Nothing can penetrate this. And you got enough food to survive 10 years. You're gonna be okay. That's fake. You're once again selling yourself an illusion, because that gross darkness has overtaken you. It's all around you. It's surrounding you. Where you'll believe what this crooked, or what they call it, crooked snake oil salesman is selling you. Right? That's why you got Mr. Rick Ross, building a bunker in America. He think he juiced in. Nigga, if you was really juiced in, you wouldn't be building no bunker in America. You would be building it in where Oprah got her bunker, in Switzerland. Or maybe in Hawaii, or in Sweden, or somewhere else. Alright, or New Zealand. New Zealand is a safe space for all these Edomites. That's a land where they said, no matter what happened, no nukes. Because it's a script. Alright? On the script, it says no nukes shall hit New Zealand. It's a refuge spot. This is where they go and set up. They got bunkers there. Switzerland as well. They got hella bunkers there. Okay? So this is where they would go retreat to. Alright, that Isaiah 16, is going to be a lot going on, taking over, going in Switzerland. Because that's where a lot of their bunkers is, in New Zealand. But if Rick Ross was actually juiced in, then he would know that. Why would you build a bunker here, man? Everybody that builds a bunker here, what's going to happen? You're going to be baked. You're going to be cooked. All that concrete is just going to get hot. It's going to turn into an oven. Okay? That's all it is. You and your family, your little 3-year-old, whatever, man. Don't matter. All right? You're going to be cooked. You're going to be baked. Because you what? You tried to go against the Most High. You covered with another covering. You let Esau, the devil, come down here and sell you this imaginary dream. What? All these imaginations shall be brought down. Anything that you have against us. All right? Anything that you have against Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi. All right? So it don't matter whatever you thinking. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna prosper, man. So once again, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. 14. Ye are the light of the world. What are we? The whole nation. We the light of the world. All right? That's what we're supposed to be. We have been given a higher standard than every other nation. You got 18 nations. We are that one nation that has been given the standard that's above every other nation. Okay? Yahawah, we did disobedience. Yahawah took the lowest nation, the most wickedest nation, which is the Edomites, and he allowed them to rule over everybody else, just to show you his power, to show you his strength. All right? And he allowed us to be under them, to show us. That's crazy. Like, that one kid that's bad as hell, and you know what I'm saying? But you mess up one time. We ain't mess up one time. Don't get that twisted. All right? But you continuously mess up. So Yahawah take the teacher take that kid that's extremely bad. He let that kid rule over you for a time period. That shit gonna egg you on. Right? He brought us to jealousy. But that's how we know, man. Dang, we messed up. Where the caveman is ruling over us. Alright? And with a caveman, with a wicked individual comes darkness. Matter of fact, wicked rule, the people mourn. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. People are not rejoicing around here. I don't see no rejoicement. What I see is a lot of dollar counting, a lot of, penny pinching. All right? That's what's going on. Inflation. Okay, check to check. All that type of stuff is moving. It's happening in this nation. Edomites are feeling it now. They ain't never feel it. You see homeless Edomites everywhere now with a sign up, right? So, Deuteronomy 30:7, yeah, the curses is being put on them. They're feeling it. They're feeling even the persecution. They're getting beat. They're getting their ass beat with billy clubs and gunned down in the streets. You know, some of that stuff, yeah, it be rigged, all right? And some of it is real, okay? So it is what it is, but you can't fake the spirit and you can't fake the prophecies. You can't. The prophecies got to pass regardless. Understand that Esau could try to fake whatever he want to fake, you know, but you can't fake the real prophecies that's going to take place. All right. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's what you see right now. This is a mourning. Your kingdom is full of mourning. Was that ever a good kingdom? This is I want to call this the servant's kingdom. This is where the servants rule. This is their position. They've been given a position to rule, but they was never fit for rulership. They were never supposed to be in this position. That's why, as the scripture says, I see servants on horses, right, and princes walking on the ground. Everything is upside down, right? And if you can't see that as an Israelite, you just ain't got the eyes to see that everything is upside down. You could see and you could tell by your let's go off your sports standards, by your sports, that we are a superior group of people. By inventions, we are a superior group of people. This phone right here in your hand, all right, this internet, Jake created that, okay? Microwave, refrigerator, stoplight, right? Car, okay? Planes, okay? What you want to talk about? We could talk about it. You know, that's what Jake did. So we are superior in every aspect, man. Intelligence wise, physical, spiritual, mental, every slavery, every captivity we in, right? We produce. And you not in slavery right now, Esau, and still, look at you. You're producing less. More of you are dying than you are producing. That's facts. Since you love stats so much, all right, more Edomites are dying off than are coming out of the womb, right? And that's according to Isaiah 14, you know, and Job 18, I believe. So you know they withering away, you know. So this is a mourning. This is a time to mourn in a sense. We're not in a high position. You shouldn't be in a spirit of mirth. You shouldn't be in a spirit of celebration or partying. The only thing you should be rejoicing is that Yahawashi is close. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's what you should really be rejoicing. I don't see nothing in the sense of carnal to rejoice about. What? Not like you know, hey, you got a new job. You got another plantation. You rejoice over that? I don't see it. Yeah, money is a defense. Okay, but shit, we wake up every single day hoping we don't gotta go serve this white man. You know? At the end of the day. That's why, going back to the beginning point, look at yourself, ask yourself, can you see yourself in a rulership position? Can you see yourself with a crown on your head, dominion, power, servants, all of that, right? As Elder Apostle Gabar talks about, ruling class mentality, you know, and that's something that we're moving into, because this kingdom will be transitioning. That's what we're going through, man. It's a changing of the guard, all right? So, hey, that's all I got, really. That gross darkness it will be took away, you know what I'm saying, by the coming of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? The light of the world. When the Israelites are back in power. Because we are the light of the world. So to take away darkness, what do? You cut on the light. Right? You know? So, hey, with that being said, let me see. I can read that 14. I'll leave it right there. All right. Hey, giving all praises, honor, and glory once again to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, Rakaha Kadash. Double honors again to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. As always, call me Yasharahla and a Bible ball to this wicked kingdom. May Yahawah Basham Yahawashi destroy this bitch yesterday. Let's get up out of here. Keep the faith, brothers and sisters. Shalawam, shalawam.